What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. During my early times in trading, one of the things I struggled with was impatience and indiscipline. I used to be a trader that sells to my buy zone. For an example, I got a buy setup on VIX 50 index, and you can see the market is dropping. So what I do then is taking a sell trade, like selling from this level, because I expect price to sell to my buy zone before I can buy. Why? Because I was impatient. I would always want to take a trade. I was not disciplined enough. So doing this messed with my trading psychology because in some cases, price would start buying after I place a sell trade, expecting the market to sell to my zone. Price will start pushing up, and the market could push up to a certain level, maybe somewhere here, and now start reversing. So due to uncertainty and fear, I would close my sell trade, which means that I would incur a loss selling this index instead of waiting for price to sell to my buy zone before I would buy. So after price fakes out a buy move, we could see the market reverse to the downside in some cases, and sometimes we could still see price start buying instead of coming to our buy zone level, which we expect price to sell to before we buy. Not all levels would get respected. Not all levels price would get to. We can mark out our trade levels and expect price to get to them, but the market may not get to those levels. That's one thing we need to understand in trading. For the fact that we marked out a level, a trade level, doesn't mean that price would come to those levels. But being a disciplined trader and understanding your trading style, being confident with your trading strategy, all you need to do is to wait for price to get to your zones. If market fails to get to your trade levels, then that's not your trade. So always wait for price to get to your trade levels before you take a trade. If you marked out a buy zone in the market, wait for price to get to that buy zone before you buy instead of selling to the buy zone because you expect price to sell before you buy. That's very wrong, and it would mess with your psychology on the long run. You would end up incurring losses. If you're the kind of trader that I used to be, call it quits to that trading habit. It's very bad, and it would mess you up on the long run. You would end up being unprofitable. So always wait for price to get to your zones before you buy or sell. So if I got a sell level marked out, I've analyzed the market, I've marked out my sell zone, and I expect price to sell to this level, sell from this level, sorry, and market is currently on this zone. I wouldn't want to start buying to the upside because I expect price to sell, and before price sells, we would get the buy to the upside. No, I would just wait for price to kindly buy to my zone before I would sell, or wait for price to kindly sell to my zone before I would buy. So I got a buy setup on VIX 50 index, which I'm expecting price to sell to my buy zone before I buy on proper confirmations. I usually place limit orders on my levels for me not to forget the setup that I intend trading on. On the MT5 platform, when you place a limit order on an index, you'd get a tag on it. That tag would help you remember the index you intend trading on. That tag would be like a notification, basically a reminder would say. So I got a buy setup on this index, and I've analyzed the market basically, and I expect the buys. Looking at the high time frame structure, this index has been bearish, creating series of lower highs and lower lows formation on the daily time frame. So I expect price to get to this order block level in the coming days and weeks. I just expect this index to go bullish, right? Short term bullish for long term sales. Could see a move of this kind, markets pushing up to this zone. Then we get the sales to the downside, let price drop further to the downside. So that's one of the reasons why I expect the buys on this index. And in general, overall market direction is bullish. Market is bullish in general. Let us expect a little retracement for the sell continuation, like a counter sell trade on the daily time frame trend. On this trend, basically, the counter sell trade, yeah. So the push to the upside is expected in the coming hours and days, basically. And when we look at this, when you zoom into the chart, we can see that we've got a gap created here, which I expect price to come fill up. This gap, basically, I expect price to come fill up this gap, which would give the buys on this index. And we also got a reversal pattern formation here, an inverted head and shoulders pattern formation on the day time frame, which we could get the buys follow up, right? So seeing this structure and spotting the market's formation, knowing that the market is bullish at the moment, we could get the buys. I looked at for a bullish structure to take advantage of the incoming buy opportunity on this index. So we've got series of higher lows and high highs formation, and on the 4 hour time frame we've got this mini uptrend which we can see clearly on the 1 hour time frame. So on this 1 hour time frame, the market created an interesting formation, which is another block formation, a rally based rally. So a little retracement inside of this zone, I would look to buy in this index, at least for price to get to these previous highs, the point where it's reversing from at the moment, is for price to buy to this zone. So I'm looking for a good buy opportunity. and I got a small lot size placed at the minimum lot size basically for a reminder to be a reminder on the buys I expect on this index. So if I is to get to my buy zone, I would look out for more confirmations before I take the trade, and I would probably delete this limit order. This limit order is like a reminder basically. So I would delete it and wait for those confirmations to be met before I buy. And I will stack up more buy positions because I'm a multiple position trader. So if I'm to take this buy trade on this index, I would update you guys on the result of this trade. So I expect this index to buy to these highs. So as high as this level, the level of 294 in the coming hours and days basically. So that's it, guys. That's my view analysis on this index. And one of those challenges I used to have as a struggling trader, selling to my buy zone and buying to my sell zone. On the long run, I saw that that trading style wasn't helping me, so I had to call it quits to it, and my trading game has changed for good. So for more trading insights and market analysis, market breakdown, basically, do want to smash the like button and drop a good comment on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and to my returning viewers, I appreciate your support. Please engage in my videos. It's means a lot, guys. Let's do more and do have a wonderful day.